Many people assume etiquette refers to which fork you use for the salad and how quickly you should send a thank you note after receiving a gift. Well, when it comes to business etiquette, there are rules that are not meant to be broken. Some of these may seem like common sense, but you would be surprised by how many times you have made a mistake without even noticing it. Even the smidget misstep can hurt your career more than you realize. After all, no one wants to work with someone who is rude or inconsiderate. By being conscious of business etiquette, you can help set yourself apart professionally. Here are 16 business etiquette rules you need to be aware of and avoid breaking at all costs. But before we move on, please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new video updates. First of all, handshakes. Handshakes are a universal business greeting. A firm handshake is considered a positive trait. A weak one is negative. The physical connection you make when you shake hands with someone can leave a powerful impression. Again, a firm handshake made with direct eye contact set the stage for a positive encounter. Also remember, men and women are equals in the workplace, so use the same handshake regardless of the person's gender. And always initiate the handshake if you're the higher ranking person or host. In today's workplace, the host or the higher ranking person, regardless of their gender, should extend their hand first. Either way, the handshake must happen. In the United States, the handshake is the business greeting. If you want to be taken seriously, you must shake hands. And shake hands correctly. Second of all, use your full name when introducing yourself. Always say your full name. But you should also pay attention to how others want to be introduced. Now let's face it, a lot of people are terrible at putting names to faces. You run into someone you met at a conference sometime in your past and it's clear they can't remember what your name is. Introducing yourself with your full name helps in such a situation. And it also prevents any awkwardness from happening. Doing this shows that you're charismatic. If you're interested to find out more about this, please check the above video. Third of all, stand tall when you are being introduced to someone. If you do not stand when you are being introduced to someone, it might show disrespect. Not a cool move, right? Standing helps establish your presence as well. You make it easy for others to ignore you if you do not stand. If you are caught off guard and you cannot rise, you should lean forward to indicate that you would stand if you could. Fourth, dress appropriately. Do not reveal too much skin. It will look desperate and it will backfire on you. And even if your office has a relaxed dress code, make sure you do not look like you rolled out of bed and threw on whatever was at the bottom of your laundry hamper. You've heard it before, but it bears repeating. You need to dress professionally at the workplace. Just because there's no rule that says you cannot show up for work in a hoodie, sweatpants, or flip-flops, it doesn't mean that you should. Also, think carefully about how you look when you meet clients. Remember, you're representing the company. Clothing is an important form of nonverbal communication. You want to send a professional message through your clothing choices. Always find out what the dress code is at an event, meeting, or restaurant, and make sure your attire falls within the guidelines. As much as we like to tell ourselves not to judge a book by its cover, our immediate reaction is just to do that. Dressing smart shows that you put effort into your appearance and are more likely to put the same enthusiasm into your work. When you dress in loungewear in a professional setting, people may think that you're lazy. But that doesn't mean that you can't wear a comfy shirt and jeans occasionally. If it's appropriate for the work environment, then go for it. Fifth, stop crossing and uncrossing your legs. When you've been sitting for a while, it's natural to get uncomfortable and tired. But repeatedly rearranging your legs is distracting. So try to find one comfortable sitting position and stick to it. Sixth of all, do not eat at your desk. Everyone has that coworker who brings in their leftovers and eats them at their desk, making it hard to concentrate until the odor dissipates. Don't be that guy. Eat your lunch in the break room. Some days it might be difficult to find time in your schedule to get up from your desk, but even if it's only for a few minutes, getting up to eat will be a productivity-boosting break. A desk cluttered with old coffee cups, piles of paper, and more post-it notes than free space will distract you and annoy others. If you can't keep your workspace clean and organized, then how will you manage your work? Colleagues, clients, and others will wonder. Your workspace reflects on your professional image as well as on your company. So clean it up. Dust a few times a month. Develop a system of organization and promptly discard trash in the bin. 7th, limit your thank yous. There's nothing wrong with showing appreciation, but if you are repetitive with your gratitude, it begins to make you seem a little insecure. Instead, one confident and sincere thank you is enough. Being polite is about more than minding your P's and Q's. But if you follow these business etiquette rules, you'll be able to get ahead in your career a lot easier. So say thank you only once or twice during a conversation. 8th, put your phone away. Everyone brings their phone everywhere they go today, but you should avoid taking it out during meetings. You might be tempted to text or email, but no matter how sly you try to be, it's noticeable and rude. Also, don't place your phone on the table while meeting with someone. You're telling that person that you're so ready to drop him or her and connect with someone else. Texting or surfing the internet on your phone during a meeting is plain rude. Checking your Facebook feed or Twitter notifications in front of a customer reflects poorly on your company and will likely cause you to lose that customer and your job. 9th, use a professional email address. If you work for a company, you should use your company email address. But if you use a personal email account, whether you are self-employed or just like using it occasionally for work-related correspondences, you should be careful when choosing that address. Your email should not be something like lonelyranger.com. 10th of all, be punctual. Whether it's arriving to work or a meeting or making a deadline, punctuality is critical. Time is precious. When you are late, you are being disrespectful and inconsiderate of another person's time and commitments. Don't be late. Always show up on time for meetings. You don't want to waste anyone else's time by not being punctual, and it makes you seem unprofessional. When you miss a deadline, the whole team is affected and may have to cover for you. Teams rely on everyone to do their part. It's easy to underestimate how much time you'll need to complete a project if you do not regularly track your work. Know how much time it takes you to complete tasks. 11th, show respect for shared areas and items. Many offices will have a shared kitchen or at least a company fridge to store lunches, snacks, and drinks. Don't be that person that steals someone else's food from the company fridge, and clean up after yourself. If you use the company printer, stapler, or the other office supplies, then be respectful. Replenish paper and staples for the next person who uses it. It's impossible to give someone your full attention when you're distracted by your phone. So put it away. Switch it to silent or turn it off completely. 12th, use professional email salutations. Don't use laid-back slang expressions like "Hey you guys," "Yo," or "Hi folks." The relaxed nature of our writings should not affect the salutations in an email. "Hey" is a very informal salutation, and generally, it should not be used in the workplace. And "Yo" is not okay either. Use "Hi" or "Hello" instead. 13th, if you forget someone's name, admit it. Everyone forgets a name occasionally. When it happens to you, say something such as, "I'm so sorry, I have forgotten your name." Or "Your face is so familiar, I just can't recall your name." It would not be annoying actually. 14th, keep your fingers together when you point. If you point with your index, it appears aggressive. So point with an open palm and keep your fingers together. Both men and women point, but women have a tendency to do it more than men. 15th, social media. Complaining about your job on your personal social media account can be risky. Even if you are not Facebook friends with your boss, you never know what could get back to him. It's okay to talk about your work on social media, but stick to posting positive things about your job. Social media can also be a great place to praise a coworker. 16th, do not order anything too expensive. If you have been invited to a business dinner and you order an expensive steak or lobster, for instance, you will look like you're taking advantage of your host. However, if your host makes recommendations, you can order any of those suggestions. Though, it's still better not to choose the most expensive. Or you could order the same thing as your host. If your host orders an appetizer or dessert, you should follow suit. Still, you don't want to make your guest feel uncomfortable by eating a course alone. Well, at the end, these might seem like a lot of rules. And well, you're not wrong. But rules have an upside. Once you know what to do, it's much easier to build and maintain a great professional reputation.